The old-style Western shooter series, Call of Juarez, got its start back in 2007 from Polish developers Techland. The game, while functional and a pretty accurate depiction of Wild West times, was an overall uninspiring game. The sequel, Bound Blood, was a co-op game that depicted the same basic setting, but everything else felt much more finely tuned. Then came the Cartel. What did other reviewers think of it?
Please don't play this game. I say don't play this game because it is just plain boring. It's an unfun slog of an FPS that is so banal and brainless.
Call of Juarez the Cartel is a modern first-person shooter whose only tie to the Western genre is that one of the characters wears a fucking cowboy hat.
But instead, we got a game that neither respects the lives that have been lost in this conflict, nor the player themselves.
The first thing you must do is pick which one you're playing as, and don't worry if you haven't figured out which one you dislike the least yet, because you'll hate every single one of them equally by the end of all this.
What week-long Ubisoft blotter acid binge generated this banality deposit? These controls aren't unresponsive, they're fucking comatose.
Mexican drug dealers are crossing the border to steal our women. That is the most despicable perversion of truth I've seen in a game. That isn't how it happens.
There is no middle finger big enough.
I'm willing to wager there's now at least one person out there who now believes more firmly that Mexicans are stealing our women because of this game. That is f***ing disgraceful.
Okay, if you can get the guy from Extra Credits to swear, you know your game has problems. So after that, it seems like the franchise was deader than Techland's other game, Dead Island. But recently on the Xbox Live Arcade and the equivalent on the PlayStation Network, we got a brand new Call of Juarez game. This one's called GunSlinger. Call of Juarez GunSlinger was developed by Techland and published by Ubisoft. It's available on the Xbox Live Arcade, PlayStation Network, and PC, and was released worldwide on the 22nd of May, 2013. The year? 1910. The town? Abilene, Kansas. And we meet famed bounty hunter Silas Greaves, riding into town and wandering into a local saloon. After being offered a drink by an idolizing boy named Dwight, Silas sits down at a table with a bunch of locals and starts regaling about his past adventures. Silas tells us about meeting and facing off with some of the biggest identities of the Old West. Billy the Kid, the Daltons, Butch Cassidy, and Jesse James, to name a few. I wouldn't exactly call it the History Channel, but then what is these days? Aliens, seriously. The game is played with Silas narrating the situation with regular conversation with the other patrons. Silas as a character is just incredibly fun and engaging to listen to, especially when his narration will see the game actually rewind on itself to play an alternate version of a scenario, or have the environment change right before your eyes. The art style has a small sense of cel shading, reminding me of another Western game released by Ubisoft, albeit with much less sword. It's mostly prominent in the spurts of blood after successfully knocking someone off. However, there are some times when enemies blend in with the background and you have no idea where the bullets are coming from as your screen gets more and more blurred from the bullet holes, before suddenly you have to change the film? But it wouldn't be a Western style game without bank robberies, train heists, honest to God showdowns, and who can forget Matrix style concentration mode and dodging slow-mo bullets! Wait, what? Yeah, in this game you're able to enter concentration mode, which allows you to go slow-mo. The enemies show up as red, and you're able to let the raspberry jam escape them. But most craziest of all, is the sense of death mechanic, which has you zoom in on someone firing and gives you the ability to dodge the bullets. Miss it, and instant death. Damn. Yeah, this game can be unforgiving at times, and with more Gatling guns than you can count. I'm not ashamed to admit I died a few too many dozen times. But back to my favorite part of the game, the showdowns. Using both sticks, you have to focus on your opponent as well as your own hand over your gun. Good reflexes are a must for this portion of the game. But overall, this game, while short, is a fun little horseback ride through some landmark moments in the Wild West, and it's available on Xbox Live right now for 1200 MS points, or about $9. And hopefully this will get Call of Juarez off the naughty stool, and if it does, Techland, please don't screw it up again. Well folks, I'm Nick and I can't do this anymore. I can't. Oh, god damn it. I need a damn break. I'll see you again sometime soon. Maybe 2 weeks, I don't fucking know.